it! You're trespassing on my property. You didn't win shit in my yard.
Wait.
All of you.
Daddy, chill.
What the hell is even that?
Hey guys, so the Street Fighter 5 collab is finally here. It's probably the biggest collab we've ever had. Everybody's been waiting for Street Fighter. So we're just going to jump right into it. We are going to do some summons later in the video. I'm just going to do a quick overview. This may also cater to new players, so if you're new to the game, you're like, what the heck do I do? So we'll jump right into that. A good place to start, just talking about the event, and if you're a new player, is the Street Fighter like event missions here. If you're lost and you're not sure what to do these missions. It's a lot of stuff that you're going to want to do anyways to progress your account and your characters, and you're also going to get like these badges here that you can use on a specific banner to get your free Chun-Li, as well as some other amazing cards. So do this, and while you're doing that, you're also probably going to be completing your daily missions, because some of these are the same, so you can get rubies doing daily missions as well. So make sure you do this every day. That's going to help you a lot. So we're going to talk about the Carnival next. How you get points for this is, you can read the event. You're going to be getting unknown fighter fragments and, unknown fighters and memories. So you can see the points that you get. You're obviously going to get a lot more points if they are rarer. The rarer they are, the more points you get. For bronze, you get basically nothing. It's okay, you'll get a crap ton. So if you do lots of summons, the hammers are nice, deceptively convenient. They're going to help you increase your imprint stones. I'll kind of get into that right now. Actually, there's some imprint stones you can get in here. If you're new and you're not sure what imprint stones to get, generally just go for attack imprint stones, the circle, diamond. Just get the attack ones. It's what most people do. There's some pretty rare exceptions, I would say, but just get the attack ones. You can put them on your Street Fighter characters. You can get a free memory for the Nostalgia Chun-Li, or I would just call it Alpha, but that's just what this costume is called in Street Fighter 5, so I'm guessing that's why they called it that. So get lots of rewards for doing that. And let's see, next we're going to talk about ChunLis Crafting. So pretty interesting. So you can get, this is where you get this card. I think this is the only place you can get this, and it's pretty good. Crit rate, attack, and crit damage. Pretty cool. They recycled some art on that, but it's okay. It looks really good together. They recycled some art on this as well. This one, not so much. It's like, okay. Reduced damage received. I wouldn't recommend that one so much. But you can also get Chun-Li's Super in here. So if you're in dire need of that, if you're in dire need of the Super, you can get that. It doesn't really matter which one you go through that much. I don't know, maybe attack or skill. Either one of those are pretty decent. But other things to keep in mind is you can get M. Bison SS memories in here, and Luke if you trade in 3 of the Nostalgia Chun-Li. So I reckon that she's going to be not only in the Volume 1 banner, but Volume 2 as well. So you may get a lot of duplicates of her. So this is where if you don't like her, or don't like using her, or you already maxed her out, or you just prefer to increase these 2 SS characters, you can use those memories for her. I did that with like May in the Guilty Gear collab, because I got so many freaking duplicates of her. So there's that. There's still the dice game and the collecting wishes, where you can get a lot of rubies and things like that, and AP that'll help you later on. But I won't talk about too much because that's been there for a little bit. So the Codex is kind of sneaky there. It's just like hidden over there. You have to tap to the right to be able to get to it, if it'll ever load. Running a little slow today. Maybe it's because everybody's on it. Maybe it's a good thing. So Codex is pretty straightforward. When you obtain the fighter, you're going to get some of these here, but the kicker is when you get down here, the higher awakening and level you get them, the more rewards you get. So I wouldn't stress too much about it. I mean, a lot of people break the bank to get the awakened here, so I understand that, because these are so good. So, but just know that this is here. The higher rank you get, the more stuff you get. So that's all good stuff. And depending on the person, there's different things at the end. So like Luke's SS, so you just get a bunch of rubies, to where these guys are a little different. So the Codex is there. You just, if you can't see it, because it's when you get into the game, this little bar will be like this. You just drag it to the right, and it'll be there. So we're gonna move into some of this other stuff. The Rush Dungeon. We'll just kind of go in order, I think. Rush Dungeon. So this is gonna be, there's gonna be like a story involved in here. You're gonna be able to get rewards. And these next 2 chapters are gonna be unlocked, as you can see, later on. By the time you're seeing this, they may be unlocked already, who knows. But you're going to want to farm this at some point with your extra AP, but wait to farm it on the EX chapter stages over here that has the bison picture on it. You get more points that way, but for now, I'll show you chapter 1. So, really cool thing. We're going to go straight into the exchange shop. So this is what you get with the points that you accumulate farming this. So there's a really good set here that you're going to want to get first, in my opinion. All the main stat is attack. That's pretty typical, as it should be. But the set bonus is freaking amazing. It increases Street Fighter V fighters like burn, shock, chill damage by 75%, and increases attack by 22% for 7 seconds when they land a strike skill. So that's just amazing for pretty much any Street Fighter character, maybe other than, like, what, Luke? Yeah, I think other than, like, Luke. Or maybe Bison. Because I think Bison might do Dark. I can't remember, but he's not out yet. They'll be in the next summon one, but it's amazing. Also, you can get some of these imprint stones that you're needing. And the hammers. So this will help you increase your imprint stones, so don't pass up on these because it's a really good opportunity. So there's that. Make sure that you're using Street Fighter characters and things that would help. So, because the more you have these and the higher level you get them, the more points you'll get from them. So, also, getting that set, that like Chun-Li set, which is really cool artwork, by the way. I didn't even mention that. That will increase your gain by 30%, just right there. Also, all this other stuff here. So maybe you could even pick this up that I said maybe pass on it just for the extra 10%. It's up to you. Depends on how hard you're farming this. But yeah, you're going to want to go through all these stages. I can't wait to do this. I'm going to do it after. I'm not going to bore you guys by going through this. I know you guys will have to do it anyways. But yeah, make sure you use those characters. You're also going to get a free Chun-Li anyways. And I'll kind of show you that as we're going through. Dream Match is freaking cool, okay? So, you're gonna get to play against other players, and I think damn near every character that has come out in this game is in here, and you can choose whoever you want. All of their skills have been relatively, like, evened out, so, like, their special abilities that they have on the skills are, like, done for. There are some special rules depending on the type of character there are, either attack, balance, or defense. They even have the Street Fighter characters. I'm guessing Akuma and Bison will be added whenever they drop. But they have past collab characters, so if you're brand new to the game and you're like, man, I wish I could try those other characters, I have those other characters, you could at least come in here and try these. They also show up in like Time Attack sometimes, so you can play with them. But they have the Guilty Gear, Samurai Showdown, even like Gintama, even WWE, everybody's in here. So you can make whatever team you want and fight against people. Pretty cool. I'm not going to do it on camera here because I'm kind of short on time, but some of the interesting rules down here are when your health goes below a certain percentage, you reset your cooldowns. If you're attack type, you get an additional 5% decreased active skill. Balance is immediately charges 30% of your power, so you can do your super, and defense, it recovers 20% of your health. So there's some nuance there to it. Pretty cool. Good job, Netmarble. I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know how well it runs, but it's a good idea at least. Like, pretty cool idea. So Path of Martial Arts is going to be a special thing for Street Fighter characters. So you have to have Street Fighter characters to do this. But basically, when you get in there, there's going to be tiers, and the higher you go, the more rewards you get. There's going to be, like, rubies and stuff in there, so it's going to be a great opportunity whenever you unlock. Just get your character as buff as you can, and go as high as you can. You'll all at least be able to get into this one eventually. Even if you hate all the other characters and you just get the free Chun-Li, you can do this. But I recommend doing that, obviously, if you get the characters. There's Smash the Car. So this is another way you can get items to for the ChunLis Crafting event. This is another way of doing that. I'll show you another way later on. But yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory. You Luke and you beat up the car. Very classic, very Street Fighter, cool stuff. So you're gonna want to just do that every day. Just remember to do it. It's a piece of cake. Let's see here. There is a Ryu guild boss. Shout out to the guild. Love you guys. They'll destroy this. But we haven't done anything yet because it just dropped. Like, I'm filming this, trying to immediately film this. But you're going to want to beat him up. You get rewards here. You'll get these boxes. I'll show you what's in the box. The main thing is going to be the hammers, but all this other stuff is nice too. So just another fun little event that they threw in there. It'd be cool to be able to get that Ryu. He looks pretty cool. So we'll keep going here. Okay, so now we're going to get into the summons. By the way, doesn't that, right here, doesn't the fighter pickups summon volume, doesn't that look like 2? It looks like volume 2 to me, but maybe it's 1 and just like, I'm blind. But, we will start with the event summon first. So this is how you're going to get your free Chun-Li. This is how you're going to get all these other cards. So there was the daily like Street Fighter missions, and you get those points and you spend them here. This is where you spend it. So this is a lot like Soul Bad Guys if you played the Guilty Gear collab, but you'll be able to get her for free just by getting to, you know, summoning 50 times. You get her for free right there. You also get some of the things for the crafting missions, so it's another thing to do there, as well as some other goodies. But some of the stuff you get in here are fantastic. All of these cards are amazing. So there's character specific. I think they're all attack and cooldown reduction, which are like the 2 strongest things in my opinion, plus whatever elemental damage that character does. This is a card for, so it increases shock damage, but only if Ryu holds it. Friggin' amazing. All the other ones are pretty much exactly the same. For Chun-Li, this will be chill. Both Chun-Lis do chill. The Nostalgia one also does poison, but you know, all of them. Yeah, Bison does darkness. Yeah, so follow the same structure, but they're amazing cards. If you get that, you're super lucky. And Chun-Li is also amazing. Let me show you real quick. So I'll do like quick overviews of the character as well. So her skills, you're going to be able to EX her, get into that some other time, but it's just another way to buff her if you max her out. She does frost chill damage. If you're new to King of Fighters ALLSTARS, there's a lot of like different boss missions and things that have like weaknesses to elementals. That's why all these characters will have some kind of elemental damage. It'll help you with those. So she does like lots of beefy cold spell, chills, increasing attack speed, and she gains hyper armor, things like that. Really good skills there. Also, I thought her hobby was pretty cool. I always like looking at their hobbies and stuff. I don't know why, I just find it entertaining. Her hobby is shooting. I mean, she is a cop, makes sense. Got 6th place, that's good. They didn't make her too good. Realistic. Also, the relations are fun to look at, if you ever get the chance. The only woman in part 2, I'm not sure what that means. Undercover investigation, an ordinary girl, overcoming the pain. There's some pretty cool relations between not just the standard Street Fighter characters, but you know, you pair them with them as their striker and they gain extra abilities. I'll look at the cores real quick here. She reflects freeze and chill, so she is the only one doing freeze and chill damage up in here. Also decreases skill cooldowns, that's awesome. Gets shields. The shields that absorb a bunch of damage, I think, are one of my favorite things because they're so useful. It becomes immune to damage when attacked. That's all really good stuff. So, pretty easy character to use. Kind of good for all kinds of things. Pretty useful. So, a great free character to get. So, obviously, you're going to want to go for it. But, you know that she's pretty decent. So, we'll also look at the characters. The Volume 1. By the way, Volume 2 is going to come out not too long in the future. It'll probably have Akuma, Bison, and I'm assuming the Nostalgia Chun-Li. Those characters look really fun to me. So if you hate Luke, you don't really care about Ryu, you can skip this if you want. I'm going to roll for it. I'd like to get them all. Even if I don't max them all. I know it's the smartest thing ever, but I just kind of want them. But we'll talk about the characters. Ryu? Let's look at his relations real quick. It just, I don't know. I find it entertaining, because look at this. Jobless fighter. If that's not a slap in the face, I mean, it's true. I don't really think about it, you know? I guess their job is saving the world and entering tournaments. I mean, how does Terry support Rock all those years? I don't know. First hero, look, these are pretty cool relations here. Anyways, I probably get more enjoyment out of that than I should. So we'll talk about the cores real quick. So he reflects stun in Starlight, so kind of similar to the Chun-Li. He has a PvP exclusive, casts a crit hit shield that absorbs damage for 7 seconds when attacked, when HP is 30% or more. Also removes shield upon attacking 6 times. So he gets a shield for PvP, pretty cool. He also increases attack by 12% and penetration by 1,000. That's pretty good. For 5 seconds for each attack. And that stacks up to 5 times, and it becomes immune to damage. Pretty neat. His skills are more PvE oriented. No, maybe not. No, I wouldn't say that. I think they're just well-rounded. He increases attack by 50%, does lightning damage, so he's all about like shock damage, gains hyper armor, can use Tatsu while he's being attacked. Pretty standard stuff, but I think it's solid. Also, his hobby is sleeps anywhere, and he's a hitchhiker. Are those hobbies? Hitchhiking, maybe. Sleeping anywhere? Is that a hobby? I don't know. That's impressive. I didn't know that about Ryu. He can sleep anywhere. It makes sense. He doesn't have a home. Or a job, apparently. We're going to talk about Luke. I know it's controversial. I forgot to talk about the leader skills. I'll go over that in a second. Leader skill, he increases balance type fighters' attack by 40% and crit damage by 50%. That's pretty good. Especially, there's a lot of really good balance types. So, core, real quick. Deal starlight damage, a lot of starlight damage things, and a chance to stun the attacker. That's really good. 40% chance to reset active skills. I love stuff like that. So when he uses his sandblaster, like his projectile move. I love chances to reduce skill cooldown or reset cooldowns. That's my favorite mechanic. Because when it goes off, you just feel amazing. So he has a PvP exclusive. When attacked, disables attackers' active skills. That's amazing, because active skills are probably the biggest part of the game, the characters and everything, because that's where all your damage is going to come from, a lot of your survivability is going to come from, with like hyper armor and stuff like that. Also, I forgot to mention the Street Fighter V like core that all these Street Fighter characters are going to have. Increases attack by 40%. If HP is 50% or more, decreases damage received by 8% each time HP decreases by 10%, and that stacks up to 5 times. So that's pretty good. That's going to keep you in there and fighting. Let's look at the relations. I'm sorry if you guys aren't entertained by this, but I am, because Terry's is just a star, because they have stars on them. And he's a hardworking, Rio and Luke are hardworking blondes. You can't deny it. And Rock Howard also has just star, because they have stars on them. Because that marble is just rolls like that. And his hobby is aim. I'm not sure what that means. Like aiming, like firearms? I don't know. He is a military guy, I think. So, I don't know. I think this relation for Chun-Li is actually a little different. Like she has it with King with flashy kicks. Yuri. These two are the same, though. Anyways, we're going to talk about their cores. Decreases active skill cooldowns. That's really fun. On the poison target, she has ways to both poison and chill them, because it increases the damage when you chill. PvP exclusive. Applies the target's buff from active skills to caster for 5 seconds upon landing the active skill. That's pretty neat. Decreases damage received by 60%. Also has a PvP exclusive, 50% chance to disable attackers' special moves. That's pretty cool. Not too many characters have that, I don't think. Maybe I'm tripping. A lot of times it's like striker skills or active skills. I don't remember too much super skills. Anyways, and she has the same Street Fighter V one. She's going to do like poison and she's going to do poison and chill damage. She has hyper armor, increases damage, pretty standard stuff, but I think it's good. She's a defensive type, so a lot of defensive types have things like increase attack by, like right here, she has 70% of defense. So she's going to be tanky, and then she'll get like big bursts of damage by using skills like that. So she's not bad. I think she'll be fun to use. So I'm not going to be all bummed out if I get her. I forgot to talk about the leader skills. I'm all over the place. So Ryu just straight up increased Street Fighter V fighters attack by 65%. That's amazing. That is an amazing leader skill for your Street Fighter characters. She increases all fighters attack by 20% and active skill damage by 30%. It's like well-rounded, but like the stats just aren't high enough. It's okay if you're new, I suppose. But yeah, and then also you have to talk about is the cards. The Akuma cards are really good. I also love the picture that all like the KOF bosses are like knelt down, beat up by Akuma, because that's what he's about. Going into games and beating people up. I love that trailer they did, by the way, where he tears up Rugal and Bison. That was amazing. So all the main stats are attack, of course. Increases Street Fighter 5's fighters' active skill damage by 25%. Also increases attack by 20% for 5 seconds. When a Street Fighter character lands an active skill. Amazing. Becomes immune to damage for 3 seconds when their HP is 10% or less. That's a really good skill set. Sometimes it can be hard to get these, but it is what it is. So, the supers, obviously you're going to want to get your character you're using super. There are 3 different variants. They started doing this, I think, at Guilty Gear. Don't break your back getting a particular one, in my opinion. Like, don't spend a bunch of rubies and stuff like, oh, I have to have the attack one. Just get the ones that you need, the supers that you need if you're strapped for rubies. I love this picture, by the way. All of them are pretty decent. I think attack or skill are probably the best. But, yeah, just take whatever you can get. The Chun-Li one you can also get in that other way. You don't have to get that here, so just keep that in mind. There's also some option cards that are pretty good. This is attack, crit damage, and crit chance for Street Fighter characters. That's pretty decent. The trio. This one is active skill damage, attack, and darkness and starlight. So this is going to be good for like Luke and Bison. So pretty cool stuff there. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. So I am kind of bummed that not all the cards are in one banner, and I liked that, but you know, it is what it is. So I think I'm actually gonna do the summoning video in a part 2 because I'm realizing how long this video will be. It'll be like a 45-minute video. Probably. So make sure to check that out. I'll put that at the end card in the description if you wanted to see some summoning, see how lucky or unlucky I get. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If it was helpful, I would appreciate it. If you would subscribe, it helps me out a lot. It helps me build the channel. All the money I make from YouTube goes straight into my son's bank account, so it just kind of makes it more fun for me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Good luck in any of the summons that you're going to be doing. Make sure to check out my summoning video. God bless you, and you have a blessed day, y'all.